till it's exhausted. These Gucci shoes, watch how you walk in different.
What's that, man? This is Jump Around Podcast where we jump from here, there to a little bit everywhere. And we back again with my boy Tommy. What's good, dog?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Same shit, different toilet. You know what it is.
I know that's right, good. Yeah, you been having a good week, good weekend, and everything like that? What you been up to, man?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Got a little new things in motion. I ain't gonna speak too loudly on it, but just know I'll be able to get some nice things for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But that's to be coming.
Hell yeah. Hell
What's the
yeah.
word,
No,
though,
that's
man?
awesome, man. I remember you wanting talking about that and everything. I ain't gonna speak on it too much, but I'm excited for you. You know what I'm saying? So
For sure.
I'm glad for people to be able to see that shit. But we're gonna jump straight into it, man. And the first topic, first and foremost, is what we're gonna jump into is in the music and hip hop industry. I know you are very versatile in that and everything like that.
Yeah.
Chris Brown was recently locked up in the during his UK and Ireland tour, and everything like that.
What did he do?
You know, it was charges that were brought up from 2 years prior. Apparently, and I'm not completely positive on this, I don't want to say this for a fact, but from what I've heard or what I'm reading, is that 2 years ago prior, he was in a bar, he was partying somewhere, and him and another guy got into it that night. They ended up fighting. He busted a bottle over the top of dude's head.
Damn.
And they scratched it up, I guess, and just left it there. But for some odd reason, maybe it's just he, in my opinion, he spoke on certain subjects that he might have probably shouldn't have spoke on, and the wrong people heard.
And they ended up getting wild for him.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's the charge, and he's on a $6.7 million bond.
Damn! Oh boy, they hit him across the head.
Yeah.
Hey, that's to be expected though. Where you an American across seas and you just crack somebody across the head with a bottle, you Chris Brown, bro. You can't do shit like that across seas. I'm surprised he even made it home. To be honest.
Facts. And but I think it's all alleged, obviously, but it was 2 years ago. You know, your statutory limit is only like 3 years.
I done seen motherfuckers go to jail for warrants from they didn't have for years that they didn't forgot about and still go to jail. You know what I'm saying? What he should have did is not fucking go back. If he actually did that, he should have never even went back. Like, you really don't. What reason do you have?
I really think what happened was he just completely forgot about the subject entirely, and then he booked his tour because he was supposed to go to the UK. He was supposed to go to Ireland for his tour, and it begins in Manchester, New England, and I think it was 2 days. Basically, his tour was supposed to start 2 days before he goes to trial.
I'm gonna tell you one thing about black folks. When it comes to having a charge and not going somewhere to get booked, we not gonna go there. We gonna remember that shit. I promise we not gonna forget. I don't give a damn if it's 20 years from now. We gonna know not to go there or we gone. You feel me? From what I hear about celebrities, a lot of them have this arrogance about themselves. Like they could be, especially amongst black males, when they get a certain amount of money or a certain amount of fame, they have a tendency to get the God complex. Like they bigger than the program. So, I mean, this ain't the first time we seen Chris Brown get wild. You know what I'm saying? So, I wouldn't doubt he actually did do that shit over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he kind of known for that. You know. So I wouldn't doubt if it happened. He just he shouldn't have went back. That's all I say. He definitely shouldn't have went back. First of all, you shouldn't have cracked Buddy with a fucking bottle. Like, god damn. Like, you gotta be smarter than that, man.
Right. No, absolutely. And speaking of violence, man, we're going to jump right into a subject that we actually previously talked about on the last podcast. However, more news has been brought to light about it, or supposed news. Now, a lot of people are saying that it's false claims, it's not true, whatever.
Well,
And I'm not positive on how factual it is, but apparently, Tory Lanez's bodyguard spoke out and said that it wasn't Tory Lanez who actually shot
oh
Megan
yeah,
Thee
same with her
Stallion.
friend.
Yeah. And then Megan Thee Stallion came out with a post talking about the whole situation, and it was a long rant, but basically denying the fact that the bodyguard shot her, and basically stating that if Tory Lanez hadn't shot her, then Tory Lanez wouldn't be locked up right now.
All right. All right, there's three things. There's three things I'm gonna say about that. You know, one, my only issue is this: if that is the case, why you wait so long to say something? You feel me? Why you wait till after the fact where this man that almost lost his life? You know, this could have been prevented of him even almost losing. That could have been totally prevented if you had said something earlier. You know. Two,
Absolutely.
two. I did see the post of Megan Thee Stallion. Did I read it all? No, because after I seen something about saying she was getting bullied by fans, I paid no attention because if you feel some type of way about getting bullied by fans, you feel like you're getting bullied by fans, you shouldn't have became a celebrity. That's like what come with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You should have just been a
Yeah.
regular person staying out the way. You know what I mean? With that fame, that's what comes with it. Point blank, anybody tell you that. So she can
Yeah.
stop all that fucking crying. Honestly, I don't want to hear that. I hate to sound insensitive, but when it comes to being a celebrity, you talking about fans in the comments, people that don't know you from a can of paint that you never met in your life. Why do you care? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Three.
No, absolutely. And that's how I feel about it, to be honest. It's like,
Right.
if you're going to take that long to respond about a subject, one, like you said, if the bodyguard had spoken out just a little bit sooner, or even just in general, whenever the situation went down, if that were the fact, one, that's my thought process. Why didn't you speak out if it's true? And two, it's like you could have prevented Tory Lanez from being stabbed 14 times,
Right.
multiple times in his torso, a couple times in his back of his head, and a couple times in his face. You know what I mean? That
Right.
was life threatening.
And this is number three for me, right? Like, she talking about, oh, if he didn't do it, he wouldn't be locked up. Man, I don't want to hear that shit. We've seen multiple times where plenty of people have been incarcerated for crimes they didn't commit. Right or wrong, you know what I'm saying? Every day, I feel like every day somebody go to jail for something they didn't do. Just because I won't even say can't prove sometimes they can't prove their innocence, you know what I'm saying? Or some type of force is going against them, you know what I mean? Or somebody set them up, some type of crazy incident, you know what I mean? It happens every day. So to her to say
Yeah.
that, like, shut up.
And and absolutely, I completely agree. And then since we're on the topic of kind of like violence that's like unneeded and you know what I mean, unneeded at all. Let's talk about Big Draco, or how, aka Soulja Boy,
The fuck you done did
shouting
now?
out DDG, wanting to fight him on Aiden Ross's boxing cards. He wants to box with DDG
For putting hands on Hal Bailey.
Now, apparently that's what it's for.
I
According
mean,
to
I mean, you can look at that two ways. You can look at it as he's being a stand-up guy. He's trying to defend a woman. You know what I mean? Which I will always commend. We protect women and children. Or you can look at it as, hey, stay out of them folks' fucking business. Because I done seen
right.
people lose their life or get their ass whooped trying to be in other folks' business. You know what I mean? But
Now, I would like
I
to
feel like
see
he's
that
doing it for
though
clout, though,
on
to
a
be
boxing
honest.
card.
He doing it for
I
clout.
would. Huh?
I feel like he's doing it for clout, though. To be honest.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a relevant topic, the relevant situation. He wants to stay relevant. That's the easiest way to do so. Hey, I'm gonna fight the motherfucker that's relevant right now. But at the same time, I would love to see Soulja Boy fight in general. I've never that
I
that
want to
dude.
say, please don't say fight DDG because DDG might punish that boy.
DDG's most likely, I'm not gonna lie, in my opinion, tear him up. Soulja Boy, I've never seen this man fight. I've always seen him talk about it and talk about
I'm
being
not gonna
pleasant.
lie though. People say Soulja Boy get down with you though. Like they
Yeah.
say he like that for real. I
Hey, and
mean,
it could be. I mean, I think his
I don't
background
know what his
has
hands
somewhat
like. You know what
similar.
I'm saying? But you know, I feel like he
Yeah.
might somebody if somebody equal size than him was to try to fight him, he might be able to handle his own. He talks too much shit not to be able to. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's what I was just about to say. You know, he definitely has been a shit talker since the dawn of time. So for him not to be able to carry his own, you can't be a shit talker and not hold your own.
Right. 'Cause, I mean, I'm pretty sure he get into a lot of shit behind your mouth. So
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember he was beefing. He's always had a beef with Drake since the beginning.
man, Soulja Boy had a beef with the world. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't give a damn how much shit people talk about Soulja Boy. One thing you gotta respect about him, that motherfucker stand on business with anybody. He don't give a fuck who you is. He gonna talk all the shit to you. He gonna call you out for a fade. He gonna say he'll shoot it up. He don't give a damn. Like he is on that with you. Like
Yeah.
I salute that man for that shit, bro. Like you gotta respect him for that. He stand on business with anybody.
No, absolutely. You can definitely respect that because he definitely does stand on business. And at least one of the motherfuckers that are in the industry nowadays who is actually still standing
Right.
on business.
Cause me personally, bro, I feel like today's time, bro, they making it like lame to be like a stand up man, like a real man. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, I don't agree with fucking most of the shit Soulja Boy do or say, but I do agree with some of it. Cause at the end of the day, you like, all right, that's some stand up man, that's some stand up guy shit. You know what I'm saying? I respect it. I respect it as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. I feel like I sound like Aaron the Plumber just now. I didn't want
Nah,
to sound like that motherfucker. He alright,
nah.
though. He cool.
He cool, not for sure. But absolutely, I completely agree with you. And you know, sometimes I think influencers get the wrong idea. You know, people just get the wrong idea in general.
Man, influencers are weird. I ain't gonna
Uh,
hold you. Most influencers are weird. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah, for sure. And then, and like, not just I'm not gonna say any names, but like, there's a couple of streamers that I see who like are just like into this whole, you know, like teenage, streaming and filming, just like teenagers and shit.
Huh?
And it just creeps me, not in a sexual mannerism, but most of these like I don't know.
What you
Like,
mean?
I
Oh,
don't want
wait,
to say
you gotta
names. If I
explain.
said names, you would know exactly who I'm talking about.
You gotta
But,
explain what you mean recording of teenagers.
like, most of their clout comes from having, maybe they're not teenagers, but young-looking people
Oh, on stream and
just
shit.
on streams and shit. But mainly just, like, streamers just pushing out, relationship content with these content creators and influencers or whatever, just for publicity for a little while. You know what I mean?
Hell no. What? Relationship? What? Oh, you throwing me all the way off.
Okay, for instance, we'll sit here and say, for instance, you remember, I don't know if you do, but for a long time, the Ace family was on top of the, like, family-oriented, relationship-oriented YouTube channel where they
This is the
filmed
Ace
their
family.
whole family. You know what I'm saying? Well, nowadays, because Twitch has gotten so popular, people are used to filming themselves like literally fucking 24/7. They'll stream fucking 17 hours out of the day,
That's
and
a
they'll
lot.
be walking down the street and shit. But it'll literally just be some chick that's into content creation or some TikToker girl, and that shit blows up, man. And it's just all for clout. Is my point. You know, anything for that
Oh,
clout.
bro, listen, man. The world is the industry is so fucked up when it comes to clout and doing shit for money. That's why you see all these celebrities going down like that, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
cause I don't give a fuck what you say to get that money, that fame, and all that. You have to do something. And you know how they say, oh, karma. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. What you put in the universe
Mm-hmm.
comes back. All that shit. It all comes full
Absolutely.
circle. It all say the same thing. So I feel like that's all that's happening to a lot of these celebrities right now. It's just fucking whatever they did to get that money, it's coming back to bite them in the ass. They got to get reprimanded
Mm-hmm.
for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's a lot of people in the industry going down right now, man. A lot of people. It's kind of it's a little scary sometimes. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into the next question or next topic, I guess you could say. I don't know if you've seen this at all, and it's not really relevant to the violence topic or anything like that. But I know you know who Mr. Beast is, and there's a
Yeah,
trend
yeah,
going
hell yeah.
around creating himself in a hood fashion, as you could
Oh
say,
yeah, I
in
seen him on
quotation
Instagram
marks.
holding up the money and shit.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
call him
yeah.
Hood B.
And man, that shit is to me is funny as
I
fuck.
thought
I
it
was
was
like, he
funny.
actually kind of killed that shit.
I
You know
thought it
what
was
I'm
funny
saying?
as hell.
But people, some people, and this is my question, is like, what's your opinion on it? Because some people are actually offended by him, in the sense saying that he's going to dress hood in quotation marks and actually doing what the viewers asked him to do, but people are actually upset about it because they feel like it's some type of racially motivated or something. I don't know quite exactly
Man,
why they're hating on him, but some people find something to hate on him
that's
about
what you
everything.
call
What's your opinion
ignorance,
on it?
bro. That's what you call true ignorance. Cause me personally, I think it's fucking hilarious. I thought the shit was funny when I saw it. Cause I mean, he's saying he gonna dress hood and act hood, bro. You can be any fucking race and be hood. Yo,
Right.
that's not just delegated to black people specifically. No, you can be Indian and be hood. If you grew up in
Yeah.
the hood, you're hood. If you act hood, well, I ain't gonna say if you act hood, because motherfuckers can act hood and not, you know what I'm saying? But if you grew up in the hood, that's the life you live, that's how you grew up, you're hood.
Yeah.
It don't matter whether you
Yeah.
black, white, Chinese, Mexican, Hispanic, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
doesn't come down to that. So people being
And
mad about it need to shut up, because at the end of the day, he doing it for entertainment purposes only.
and then not to mention, don't forget about the hundreds of thousands of fans who
Who
asked him
asked
to do
him
it.
to do it? And I'm pretty sure most of them were black. I guarantee you most of them were black. Cause me as a black person, I don't mind a racial joke every now and then. This should be funny as a motherfucker. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Have your limits, but bro,
But
man.
to me, in my opinion, one, it's not racially motivated in no sense unless you
No.
think that dressing hood is black people culture, and then in that sense, you're racist. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly. But see, black people keep themselves in this fucking bubble for whatever reason and cannot escape out of it. I,
Absolutely. And then I'm sure that a lot of the fans are mad at all. I'm sure a lot of people aren't. But you're always going to have those few dumbasses who just like want to argue about something, I feel like. You
Man,
know?
just like big homie CC say on the internet, bro, it's revenge of the nerds. It's all the motherfuckers you got that don't go outside, don't actually have a real life, that can only talk to people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Them be the motherfuckers that be on there with that bullshit. Most motherfuckers actually like live real life out here. Don't even be in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We watch shit and go about our business. We ain't in the comments. Cause I mean, I watch YouTube. If I'm not playing my game when I'm at work or doing something business related, I'm watching YouTube. Mostly podcasts or some random nerd shit about anime or Star Wars or something. But bro, I don't comment on shit at
Yeah.
all. I just watch shit. You know what I'm saying? I might like a video here and there, but I ain't commenting on shit. And when I do look at the
Yeah.
comments, it be a bunch of fucking nerds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But I
Nah, for
mean,
real.
and when I say nerd, I mean nerd as in these motherfuckers who don't have a life, that don't do nothing but hate on everybody and don't live an actual life. They don't go outside. They probably weigh 100 pounds and can't lift a walnut. You know what I'm saying? I consider myself a nerd, but I'm a cool nerd. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm into like comic books and anime and Star Wars and shit like that, and I play video games and all that. But
yeah.
these motherfuckers on the internet be hell.
I feel like everybody's just a little bit of a nerd somewhere. You know what I mean? You gotta geek out about something.
Nah, you got some motherfuckers that's too cool or too hard to be. You know what I'm saying?
That's all facade.
Or they're too much of an
nobody,
adult.
They the main ones doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you got some motherfuckers like that for real. They too much of an adult to indulge in things like that. It's too childish for them.
Yeah.
But they born. Them type of people that's born as hell though. I ain't gonna lie. You can't hang around me. That'd be fun. They watch the news and talk about bullshit all day.
Right? That's the main thing. Sit around and watch the news all day. I remember my dad didn't watch my dad do that though. He was just like watching the news, but he was watching it for information. Most of these motherfuckers is just watching it so they can go and post on that Twitter right as it happens.
Right.
The first one on that topic. It's like, dude, go sit down somewhere.
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I stopped watching the news because one thing I noticed when I was real young is when I watched the news, bro, it didn't show nothing but like bad shit. It didn't hardly show anything good happening going around. You know what I'm saying? It only showed bad shit, and then the information that it did show that you think would be. But no, it didn't show any information for real that would teach you nothing or actually tell you what's going on. It'd be a bunch of bullshit. Like, bro, the news be showing a bunch of bullshit. I don't even watch the weather on TV. I just check the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, news be some bullshit. They don't tell you shit for real. You gotta actually like do research and shit. These podcasts will tell you more about what's going on in the world than the fucking news.
No, fact. Honestly. You'll learn a lot more from those podcasts.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. Why? Like, you know how they say ignorance is bliss?
Yeah.
Man, that shit is true, bro. Cause like, I be watching shit and diving into shit, and motherfuckers be having receipts, bro. And I be fact checking people. Like, I'm gonna fact check the fuck out you if you say some shit that intrigue me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I'm gonna fact check the shit out you. And, bruh, motherfuckers don't be lying, bro. And I be like, hey, hold up, wait a minute. You got me thinking now, and it's not in a good way. You know what I mean? I be like, man, I wish I didn't know about that, because I be questioning a lot of shit now. You know what I'm saying? I be questioning a whole lot of, well, I ain't even gonna say, well, nah, I be questioning a lot of shit. It's certain shit I don't question only because of my faith, but I question a lot of shit now.
I feel like, I want to bring this up, is because, like, I don't feel like it's wrong to question. It's just what your action is involved with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'll
right.
elaborate a little bit more. Meaning, like, I can be fearful of buying this object, right? Because I'm fearful that I'm not going to have the money. Or I can think of it in the sense of I'm not fearful of buying this object, even though I might not have the money. I have the money right now because God lent it to me. And He's going to lend me some more money when I need it. You know what I mean? And so there's like two different mentalities you can kind of take on with that.
I look at it like this, like, yeah, you're right. Just like you said, it's two different type of mentalities, because you can look at it as you questioning somebody, like, because you think they're lying, which is insulting. And then it could be like, for instance, with this watch. When I bought this watch, this is a new watch, by the way, I love it. But when the dude sold it to me, I asked him, what's the material made out of? What kind of stones is it? What kind of metal is it? How long is shipping? You know what I'm saying? How is it crafted? Does it come with this? Does it come with that? But that's only because to enlighten myself about what's going on with this watch. I'm learning about this watch. So if you have a curiosity about something, it's only right to question it. Because if you don't, you'll never learn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about learning.
Yeah, I feel like at the end of the day, as long as the object is to wrap that back into building your faith stronger, then you don't have really a problem.
Right.
You know?
And
as
asking
long
questions
and,
can protect you as well.
huh?
Asking questions can protect you as well.
Yeah, elaborate.
For instance, say you're going down the road, right? You come to a fork in the road. You can go left, you can go right. There's a man standing at the fork. This man has been living in this area all his life. He knows everything about the land. He knows everything about the road on the left. He knows everything about the road on the right. So, there's two cars coming. The first car looks, sees the man. They don't know which way to go. But they see the man. They say, man, I'm not going to ask him. We just going to pick. We just going to guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They end up going around the road to the left. Second car comes. They don't know which way to go. They see the man. They stop. They say, hey, let's ask him. He knows, like, he might know where to go. They stop and ask the man. The man says, oh, yeah, go down to the right. You know what happened to the car went down the left? That car went down to the left. Didn't notice, because they were going too fast, fell and head off a cliff.
Oh shit.
The car to the right, they went on about their business.
Yeah.
That's a totally made up story I just made up off the top of my head, but that's an example of how asking questions can protect you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would have to go drastic with it so you got the point, but asking questions can, you know
absolutely,
what I'm saying?
I agree. My history teacher, when I was younger, once told me that the one thing that she loved about me was even though everybody wouldn't have any other questions in the classroom, I would be the only one to ask what or why. What happened? Why did it happen like that? Where did it happen? What do you mean that happened? Do you know
gotta
what I mean?
ask these questions, bro. You want to know something?
Absolutely. And then just in general, it's like if you ask questions, like you said, it can protect you. You know, as simple as like you not understanding a medicine bottle label, and you can like, can I take 2 of these because I'm feeling sick or whatever,
Right.
and whatever you might not know, so you just ask somebody who takes the medicine, and they're like, no, just take 1. You're good. That's enough, and you'll be all right. That's all I do, you know. And then you potentially just save your body. Who knows? That's just a made up subject, but always ask questions. And then, as back to the God thing, you know, well, like I've always been taught, you know, he's polite. You know, he's not gonna come barging in like the devil does, just talking to you on your shoulder, even though you don't want him to, because he's not rude. So unless you ask him, hey, what do I do about this? Or hey, can you come in and can we talk about this so I can figure out why this is happening, so I can figure out how to avoid this? And maybe if you do just let him, maybe if you do just ask him why, you give him time for a response, maybe it'll come to you naturally. And you might be like, wow, I didn't even notice. He gave me the answer without me even.
Exactly right. See, what a lot of people don't realize is when it comes to that, I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people are praying for guidance from God and all that, but they don't realize that God's not going to talk to you directly. God didn't talk to Jesus that much in the Bible at all. To be honest, He's going to give you signs. You got to know how to read the signs. As long as you know how to read them signs, you'll be all right.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then just being, once you are spiritually aware, you'll realize, you know, what's going on, you know? And then, like, another thing is, like, one thing I heard a person say one time was, you don't, go and think about taking a shower because you want to get clean. You know what I mean? You get in the shower to get clean. And afterwards, you're now clean. So it's not the process of you going in there and you might be completely dirty. Yeah, that's fine. You know what I mean? You might have lots of things to confess. You might feel like you're so far left that you can't be right, if that makes sense. And so a lot of people will avoid their way from him just because they feel like they're so far left, because they might smoke weed, because they might do this. And, oh, in the Bible it says you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what I mean? But
Man, that's what a lot of
one
people
thing I
people
learned
don't even
is
read the
he is
Bible
the
to know.
shower. He's going to clean you off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to get in the shower to get clean. Y'all will work it out. But yeah, you might be dirty right now. But first you got to get in the motherfucking shower, dude.
But see, people don't even know the Bible to even know what it say you can and can't do. You feel me?
That's true.
They don't. They have this depiction of what they think it is, but they don't know for real. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't read the whole Bible, but
Nah.
luckily, I have a mother for a pastor who can tell me a lot about the Bible because she's read it multiple times, and she can quote probably the whole thing from cover to cover. And I ask her questions, and she enlightens me a lot about a whole lot. Bro, there's a lot of misconceptions. A whole lot of misconceptions. Like, for instance, did you know there is only one curse word? And it's the word that don't offend nobody. The only curse word there is for real is the word damn. To damn something is to curse it, to cause it, to condemn it to damnation. Now, what the Bible says, not to speak vulgarly. You can speak vulgarly and not say one curse word that we call curse words.
Right.
You can speak vulgar. You can just say so far as like oh man, I wish this ugly car get out of my way, stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's speaking vulgarly. The Bible speaks against that. That's what the Bible says don't do. It don't say don't curse. It says don't speak vulgarly. See, that's where a lot of people get misconstrued, because they don't read and they, you know what I mean?
See, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't like deeply read the Bible. You know, I went to Sunday school and different stuff like that. But more than anything, is I understand the 10 rules that were made up of the 10 commandments. These are his 10 rules that he said you gotta follow, and those are: thou shalt respect your parents, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt honor thy father and mother, thou shalt there's one other one I'm missing.
Thou shalt not covenant thy neighbors, something.
Yeah.
Adultery.
Adultery, thou shalt not commit adultery. There's a couple of them.
Envy.
But those 10 rules right there.
But check me out. You want to hear something interesting that I found that I kind of connected the pieces with? So I know I mentioned this dude last video, and I only mentioned it because one, motherfuckers all over the internet, and two, I kind of understand what he's saying because he be saying the right things, but in a hidden way that it go over a lot of people's head. Dude, 607, check me out because I watched the video, right? He mentioned about the 10. They asked him about the 10 Commandments. There's a video of him and a dude they call Bishop Eli, right? He's a pastor. So, and these are a totally different video. I watched Bishop Eli talking, and I watched the video of 607 and they were talking about the same thing, and they said the exact same thing. When it comes to the 10 Commandments, the one thing that Jesus always preached, and the one thing the Bible always preached, and the one thing that if you follow by, you will automatically follow these 10 Commandments, is to live out of love. Is to spread love. Because think about it, if you love somebody, you're not going to steal from them. If you love somebody, you're not going to kill them. You love somebody, you're not going to be jealous of them. You know what I mean? If you live by love, you lead with love, you will automatically follow those commandments. Right or wrong.
Damn, you right, bro. No, you damn right.
Exactly, right, bro. Like that. That's why I got this heart. That's why I got this heart. Like, bro, I was born on Valentine's Day, and that's why I started rocking hearts on everything. Cause like, bro, you gotta lead with love, bro. I figured out the key to life is love. if you don't lead with love, bro, you're gonna be miserable your whole life. You know what I mean? You
No,
gotta act out of
absolutely.
love.
I completely agree, man. And it makes sense. It does follow and check all the boxes. If you just lead with
It
love, you ain't
checks
gonna steal from
all
nobody.
the
You ain't gonna kill
boxes.
nobody. You ain't gonna hurt nobody. You gonna respect your parents. You gonna respect your elders. You know what I mean? You're not
Exactly.
gonna hurt your neighbors. You're not gonna think about hurting your neighbors.
Bro, you love your wife. You're not gonna cheat on her
No.
at all. You're not gonna cheat on her if you love her.
Mm-mm.
Exactly, bro. You lead with love, bro. You in there. That is the
You're right, bro.
key. The key is love. Think about it. Why you think Jesus died on the cross for us? Cause he loved us.
You're right.
Why you think God allowed us to be here like we are now? With all the bullshit we do. Out of love.
No, you're right.
Think about it. Gotta lead
I'm
with
just
love.
straight pure love. Man, I don't hate nobody. Like I always tell nobody, I don't hate nobody.
No.
And I'm not, and I don't got room in my heart to hate you. I might be upset with you in the moment,
Right.
but
Hey,
I'm not gonna hold no grudge. In 10 minutes, it's gonna pass my mind like nothing even happened, and I'm gonna be over with it.
exactly.
But
Hate is a strong word.
a lot of people, I think that's the one thing a lot of people struggle with is holding jealousy or hate in their heart for somebody, or just being mad, just still over one topic for a long
Yeah,
time.
bro. That shit take. I be trying to talk to my brother about that, bro. Like, you gotta let shit go, bro. That shit don't do nothing but shave years off your life, bro. Cause you holding that grudge, it don't do nothing but just eat away at you. Every time you think of that person, you get mad. Like, bro, a lot of people don't even know what forgiveness is, bro. Like, you know what real
Uh,
forgiveness is? This is real forgiveness. I'm gonna hit hard with you, right? Say
all right.
hypothetically, you and your woman get into it, right? Y'all get into it bad. Y'all don't put no hands on each other, but y'all get into it bad. Y'all talking about breaking up, y'all get into it so bad. But y'all decide to stay together. But she's so upset, she goes out and cheat on you, right?
Yeah.
Y'all have it out again. You say, all right, I forgive you, I'll take you back. But tell me this. When you take her back and you think about that situation, you think about her going behind your back, how you gonna feel?
Disrespected, just in every sense of the word.
No. Think about this now. This is after you say you forgave her. How you gonna feel?
If you went and did it again,
No. If she did it and you said, "I take you back, I forgive you," how you gonna feel? You drinking one night. You done had a little bit too much to drink. You kind of tipsy, and you think about that situation. How you gonna feel?
paranoid, I guess.
You gonna
Just
feel uneasy.
sad.
You might even get upset.
Yeah, sad a little bit. Upset
Sad,
maybe.
right? Upset, mad, sad, all that, right? You gonna feel some type of emotion, right?
Hmm.
You ain't truly forgave her. You know why?
Right.
Because if you truly forgive somebody, no matter what the situation is, whether y'all talk about it, whether you think about it, any of that, you're not gonna feel nothing behind it. Honestly, you're not even gonna think about it if you truly forgive. You gonna forget. You gonna. That's why the Bible say you forgive and forget. Because if you actually forgive somebody, you will forget about it unintentionally.
Yeah.
Because it's not gonna cause no type of emotion to you. It's not gonna cause you no type of hurt when you think about it. Because you're not gonna think about it because you forgave them. It's over with. It's in the past.
Yeah.
People don't know what that is. People will go say they forgave somebody and hold resentment to them for the rest of their life.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
They'll sit
I
there and
think
be
that's
like, oh yeah, I forgave them. They good, they good. As soon as that motherfucker walk off, or as soon as they do something, the slightest little thing, man, this motherfucker, I should have known your ass. Even when you did that shit back then, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You ain't forgave them,
yeah.
bro. You ain't really forgave
No,
them.
absolutely not. No, I definitely agree with that. You can definitely hold grudges for a while, for sure. And I think that comes and makes a lot of violence, especially like for instance, gang members and different stuff like that. That's how all that violence and resentment is just built up from either brother to uncle to cousin, you know what I mean? Their cousin dies, so they're mad at this person so much, you know what I mean, for doing this to their person when this
Man,
person did it to their person.
when it
And
comes
it's
to
just a whole fight.
when it comes to gang culture, bro, sometimes they don't even be motherfuckers mad at each other.
Want to have
It's just
fun.
rules. It's just
Yeah.
rules. Like, hey, this my set. We beef with your set. We sliding on each other.
Yeah.
I done seen family members slide on each other just because they're in different sets. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But I
No,
ain't gonna,
absolutely. And speaking of that, speaking of gang members and everything like that, I just seen a clip went out about an hour ago that, and I don't know, I think you know who this is EBK J-Bo.
who the fuck
He
is
dropped a
that?
video. He's I guess a music artist. I don't know where he's from. He's a rapper, but he dropped a rap video while on the run. He
Oh,
dropped it right before he got arrested.
goofy as hell. For one, goofy as hell. Fucking clout monkey. Two, what did you say his name was?
Uh, EBK J-Bo.
Bro, why all these rappers got some shit, some acronym before their name now?
That's how they put
That's stupid.
what set they're in.
That shit is
What
lame as
gang they're in.
hell. Shit is lame as
Yeah.
hell, I ain't gonna lie. But I don't even know who that is. But that's some goofy shit, bro. That social media got the world fucked up. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Social media got the world stupid. Like, bro, you know how gullible folk is, bro? Like, it's
No.
crazy. It's crazy as hell.
Absolutely, the internet has completely and like people see here and be like, "Oh, that's brain rot. That's brain rot." Yeah, no, it's brain rotting your fucking brain. You're getting slowly retarded.
Exactly. Like, bro, you know what? I'd be liking to run an experiment, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Because, like, there's a misconception that a lot of people believe that I figured out recently is not true. Did you know that lung cancer isn't really caused by smoking too much for real? Check me out.
Really?
There's a statistic, right, that most people that get lung cancer aren't even smokers. Smokers get lung cancer, but most of the time it's genetic. You have more people die from lung cancer without smoking than it is from smokers. You have people die from other causes other than smoking. You might have most people that smoke their whole lives and nothing happened to them. But if it's in your genetic makeup, you're bound to get it. It's almost like diabetes. You know what I mean? So it's like you can have people who smoke their whole lives, nothing happens. Somebody pick up a cigarette one time and they boom, they got lung cancer, and they gonna think that it's because of that cigarette, but really it's just in their genetics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no facts. No, absolutely facts. That makes sense.
And guess what? That is all some bullshit I just made up. That shit ain't true at fucking all. Cigarettes definitely give you fucking lung cancer. But that is what social media do to people though. They say some shit, they will say some bullshit, make it sound good, and people believe it. Like, you see how I just made that shit sound so fucking good?
Yeah, no, you absolutely made it sound like it. Now, I was thinking in the back of my head, I don't know how true that is, you know.
But it sounded believable as fuck, right?
I ain't gonna lie, I was going back and going to go fact check you. I fact check motherfuckers. But in the moment, nah, bro, I believe that shit. Facts.
Exact, bro. That's what social media do to people, bro. Like, that's why I say research is key, bro, and thinking is key.
Even if you have to fact check it, you believed it enough that you had to fact check it.
Exactly. People get so caught up in the social media, they'll look at a TikTok and just be completely brainwashed.
Yeah.
They'll take it as fact. Like, what happened to the days where people would be like, "Oh, you got that off Wikipedia?" Man, don't listen to that shit, man. People post anything on that. Bro, that's all the internet is. People post anything on the internet. People will go out there and be like, "The sky ain't really blue." You not when you up there looking at it, you might think you looking at blue, but it's really red. Bro, the sky is not fucking red. But you got some dumbass who will look at that shit on the TikTok or some reel on Instagram or Facebook and believe it. And it's like, bro, what the fuck happened to people having their own capacity to think, their own thoughts? You know what I'm saying? Common sense not common no more.
Oh not at all. Not at all. Common sense ain't common. I didn't even know. I don't even think it should be called that. I think we should rename
It should just be called sense.
it. Yeah, sense.
There ain't no common sense. Just call it having sense.
It's one of your 7 senses that half of y'all motherfucker ain't got.
Right. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just motherfuckers just not smart, bro. I hate to say it, but a lot of people fucking stupid.
Nah, people be doing a lot of dumb shit lately, dude. A lot of dumb shit. And it's kind of sad to see, honestly. Because, like, and I mean, you don't see it from other countries, obviously, because you're not in their country's news.
No.
But at the same time, you don't see it. Like,
bro, it don't exist in other countries, bro. I guarantee you it don't exist. I bet any amount of fucking money the shit that going in America do not happen in other countries. I was friends with a guy that lived in another country, and I would tell him shit that go on, and he would be like astounded. He was like, bro, he got to the point where he was like, bro, I would never come to America ever in my life. Literally, like he was fucking dumbfounded by some of the shit I would tell him, and this was like almost 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to him. So imagine if I was talking to him now, telling him shit that go on now.
Yeah, nah.
Think about it, bro. For example, you know drill music, right?
Yeah.
You know that shit is banned in a lot of places.
Really?
A lot of countries, that shit is banned. It's like you will go to fucking jail for that shit. Go to somewhere in Africa or somewhere in Europe, somewhere in Russia, and try to play some drill music or make a drill song. Man, your ass get locked up. That shit is banned in a lot of places, bro. They ain't going for that shit. Bro, in Korea, they don't even have the internet.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? Most of these countries is not going for that shit. Bro, America is the...
But it's because we have freedom.
It ain't even that, bro. Other countries got freedom. They just have rules. Bro, our shit like a candy store, bro. You just come in here and get what you want. Do what you want. Man, them other countries ain't going for that shit. Think about it. How is it that there are other countries out there, other continents out there that have the same amount of guns per capita as we do, but have never had a mass shooting, never had a school shooting, don't even have that many deaths by guns?
Yeah.
Because they implement.
I don't know. There's a lot of guns. There's a lot of countries that are still banned guns, though.
Bro, they implement laws and punishments for that shit. We give you a slap on the fucking. Bro, I know motherfuckers that caught a body and.
This is my thing. People are so worried about it, and like in England or like in Australia, you can still purchase the gun, but the gun has to be purchased with the intent of using it in a sport, whether it be hunting or a shooting range like shooting sport.
Exactly.
Which makes sense.
They'll stab your ass over there, but that's I ain't gonna lie. I'd rather get shot than stabbed. But bro, they honestly, I don't even think the crime rate and the amount of violence over there is as high as it is in America. I guarantee you it's not.
I know it's pretty bad in London and England right now, but that's because they got drill music and they have access to.
I ain't gonna lie. They fuck with America too much, if you ask me.
Yeah, they try to be too much like us because they know, like, I ain't gonna say that. Never mind.
I'm about to say I ain't gonna say they trying to be like us, but I feel like, excuse me, I feel like they fuck with us too much, and America is a virus. You fuck with us too much, the shit we got going on is gonna spread you. You know what I'm saying?
But I will say that their fashion, at least in Paris and London, is fucking like top tier compared to America.
Of course, bro. Like, bro, only the upper echelon over here can wear what they wear over there.
But like some of these outfits that I see, dude, just like it doesn't even make sense sometimes.
Trash. I ain't gonna lie, a lot of designer trash, bro. If you ask me, the only designer I wear is like Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I don't own anything Fendi, but I would wear it.
I don't own shit in fucking designer, I ain't gonna lie.
That shit cheap for real.
Besides for maybe fucking Calvin Klein or Tommy Hilfiger.
I mean, that's designer, bro. Designer ain't just this expensive, so-called expensive ass shit that these motherfuckers be wearing and shit, bro. Like, man,
Yeah.
Polo Ralph Lauren is designer. Nigga, Reebok is designer. You know what I'm saying? Sean's,
Yeah.
no, fuck, no, not.
Nah, but some of these outfits that I see, man, that shit is crazy. Honestly, crazy. Like I was seeing some of the Met Gala outfits, and like, don't get me wrong,
Ugly as
they were
hell.
nice, but
Ugly. Nah, a lot of them shits are ugly as hell. Like fucking what's his name pulling up with a piano on his back? What is that?
bro, oh my,
What is that?
this is the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Like, what the fuck is going on? Now I seen
Andre
that
3000.
one
Wasn't it him?
dude. He was pretty fucking cool. He fucking pulled up like a Formula One car and had like his NASCAR outfit on, and then they like ripped it off, and he just had like a nice ass chain
Yeah.
on and like a nice ass fucking watch and like a red and white suit. And shit was fire as fuck. That was fucking fire.
Damn, I can't.
But
I
this
seen some of the Met Gala outfits, but I can't remember them bitches off rip right now.
bro,
The only thing
some
that
of the
stuck
Met
out with
Gala
me was
outfits,
Future cutting his hair. He came out with that fucking fro
yeah,
at Met
yeah.
Gala. What else happened at Met Gala? Who else had some shit going on? There's a lot of wild outfits at Met
Shit, there
Gala.
was a couple of them. Like,
Did Kanye
I
go to
know
Met
that
Gala?
everybody was tripping over. I didn't see Kanye there.
He should have went.
I didn't see
I like
Kanye's
Kanye.
outfit if there was one. I seen that Rihanna got announced that she was pregnant at the Met Gala.
Again?
So yes, her baby
Boy,
bump was
ASAP
showing.
Rocky smart as fuck. He, boy, listen. He just like a nigga.
Smart as hell. But
He said,
yeah,
I'm popping
no.
off in this bitch. We gonna be together forever. I don't blame
Yeah,
him.
but
Shit.
people were tripping over his Met Gala outfit. His Met Gala outfit was actually kind of fire. He had like a umbrella that was the handle of the umbrella was the handle of a revolver inside
Really?
of a case. Yes, it was fire. But I could send you the pictures and shit. I'll actually send it over right now. Like that shit was fucking fire as fuck.
I don't
But
got my fucking phone right
and
now.
then his fucking grills, but he only had his like two canine teeth and diamonds and shit. Shit was hard as fuck, I ain't gonna lie.
Get me a
But like
grill,
that
man.
was the only Met Gala outfit that was actually fucking fire. Half of the fucking other ones were just like absolute shit.
Man, you know they go to Met Gala and wild out. Man, that's the internet, bro. You gotta do some wild shit to go up now. That's probably why my shit ain't going up like I want to, cause I refuse to do some crazy shit or just some outlandish shit on here to make me go up, bro. Like I'm just not gonna do it. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, I seen some people that like I used to like watch on like YouTube or something, and like or music wise, and now they got like painted nails, they're wearing dresses and shit, painting their face with makeup
Right.
and shit, and they wasn't like that at all before. They was fucking, hard as fuck.
Like, bro, I be like, man.
I think apparently they didn't want Kanye there at the Met Gala because they were afraid that he was going to crash the event.
He should have went.
It says, I just seen a post, I see a post right here, it says trending, the Met Gala 2025 ramped up security over fears Kanye West might crash the event.
He should have went. I like Kanye.
He should have went. He should have went.
Let me rephrase that. I like Kanye
outside
outside of the whole dick sucking thing. I like Kanye.
Yeah. Well, I also seen like he posted like T-shirts with like swastikas on them, like for sale and shit. Well, like he's getting sued for that. He's doing a lot of crazy shit.
You gotta understand why he do that shit though, bro. Like he got a reason to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's a message behind it. A lot of people won't understand it, but it's a message behind it.
Oh, there's always a message behind it. There's always a message. Well, especially with Kanye.
For sure. That
motherfucker's smart. He's smart as shit. And if you just like listen to his
bro, he's a fucking billionaire. He has no choice but to be smart. When you get that certain type of money, bro, and that certain type of level, you have no choice but to be on a different level of intellect or a different level of knowledge than the average person, because you're gonna be exposed to different things. You're just gonna know different shit. You're in a different tier.
Nah, absolutely. That's fucking facts. Honestly.
For sure, like, It's a lot of shit going on, bro. We're gonna have to have another talk, bro, and get deeper into it, bro. Cause it's a lot of shit we can get deep about, bro. Like I'm telling you, bro, I'm thinking about changing this fucking series to call the Blow Your Fucking Mind series, cause, bro, man, I can tell you a lot of shit that can blow your fucking mind, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like the more knowledge I gain, I'm gonna have to start writing this shit down or something, bro, cause it just be a lot.
Yeah.
But we gonna
Yeah, no, honestly, fucking write it down and fucking take notes on it and shit. Talk about it. That would be fucking dope. And like but the things that are going around right now with celebrities and everything, man, and just like the whole industry is just crashing.
Hey, bro, when you do evil, evil come upon you.
There you go.
I'll
You
just
said
say
it.
that. When you do
You
evil,
said it.
evil come upon you.
Hell yeah.
But hey, man, we appreciate y'all coming around here, man. We gonna get back to it for sure, cause we got a lot more to talk about, bro. There's a lot going on, for real, for real. But hey,
Yeah.
y'all like, comment, subscribe for more content like this. Y'all hold it down. Ah, shit, hold it down. Hey, we out here, man.
All right.